Good evening, it's Mike here again, and this is my guide to Earthen Peak in Dark Souls 2. So, from the last episode, once you've beaten the covetous demon, you walk up the stairs and you get to the bonfire. If you are following Lucatiel's path, she appears just past the bonfire there, so you can talk to her, get a bit more dialogue, and you can get... Sorry, the cat's attacking me again. I think she gives you the steel protection ring. Right, so you come up here and immediately you've got a few enemies to deal with. These headless dudes are very irritating, but they are susceptible to lightning damage, so I'm fighting them with the Hade Knight Sword. I think mine's up at +3 now. Get in, as you can see, just taking strides off them. If you pull this switch, the poison pot that's at the end of the pathway there raises, and you get the fat fucker here. I don't know why. I have no idea why I went to my bow and arrow here. I don't know when I realised my mistake. Yeah, that's when I realised my mistake. Clearly I'm just being a retard player at this point. So now the next little bit here is a touch dangerous. There's a hidden path ahead, but there's no hidden path. There's an item on that body there. I've already died here at one point, so I'm just coming back to it. So that fog up there is where the second bonfire of the level is. And these guys fire poison arrows at you. So it's a case of just firing a couple of arrows. Basically, killing these here makes the next bit in the level a little bit easier. You just want to avoid being poisoned. So that's one of them down, and there is a second one to deal with just out here. Again, poison arrows, so you just want to be careful with what you're doing and not getting them stuck in the wall. This is also the point where I realised that I didn't have the right stats for my bow, so I upgraded my dexterity, and now my bow actually does proper damage. When I came through here the first time, when I died, I was doing like 24 damage to these guys. So the next enemy is particularly dangerous. I think for some reason, I tried to find a summon here to try to help me with this next bit, because I kept dying on this guy. Couldn't find one, so it's just down to me. This guy is strong with a shield, so he puts his shield straight up as soon as he comes towards you. So if you want to fight him with a sword, he gets tricky. What I was doing here was I was baiting him up and then de-aggro him by just dropping down there. Then he backs off, so I could deal with him with a bow and arrow. Because he turns around and get a couple of shots in. I do miss being able to zoom with the bow and arrow, I'll tell you that much. If you're wondering why I'm sounding a bit weird, I have a chest infection, which is why there hasn't been a video uploaded for a week. But I was playing through Dark Souls 2, and I've got like 4 hours worth of content to go up here, and I kind of figured I can't really play much more without just biting the bullet and doing a commentary. So if you hear any major gaps in the sound, it's because I've been coughing and I have to cut it out. These guys are really strong, very annoying. Ooh, he's down. So now there are 2 guys you can aggro from down there. Quite sprightly these guys, actually fighting 2 at once is quite. You notice I've got my stamina to the point now where I can do like a 6-hit combo with the Hade Knight Sword. I love the moveset on it. Poison throwing knives. Yes, that's a poison pot there, so you can get poison from that. This is where the archers are. Obviously there's nothing on this side, but there's an item over there, which I've don't think I've ever got. And there's a chest you'll have noticed just to the left down there, which I have already got, but again I died shortly afterwards. From those archers, actually. They were just griefing me, I got poisoned. Ugh. Yeah, so in that chest is the pike. Don't tell him pike. Yeah, bad joke. It's going to make it. I'd already gotten that at this point. I haven't even looked at it. It's not a kind of weapon that I'll be interested in. So that lever pulls up the poison pot there. Okay, so you climb up here where the two guys came down here. You have another dude. Through that fog is not a boss as you might expect, that's where the second bonfire is. But I decided to do a bit of exploring before I went for the bonfire. Right, now this is very important. You need to do this to make the boss fight at the end of this level much easier. So there's a, I think I've got a flame butterfly. I think that's, sorry, hit the mic there. Yeah, flame butterfly is what it's called. There it is. So I can then kindle the torch. You need to set fire to this windmill. Because what is basically the boss fight at the end of the level has these kind of pits of there's the poison water coming into the room. Now that's doubly dangerous in the boss fight because one, obviously it poisons you and damages you, but it heals the boss. So it's in your best interest to set fire to that. It doesn't actually stop it turning, so I don't really know what the benefit of it is, but yeah, it helps you with the boss fight, which is the key thing. Dude, yep. There's very little else around here. I don't know what the benefit of that is. You pull that switch and the portcullis comes down, and I'm not really sure what the benefit of it is. Yeah, it's been bugging us that actually. I don't really know why pulling that switch would have that effect. Or rather what the benefit of doing it, having that effect would be. Because it's not like there's a mob here that you can kind of block out, unless it's something for New Game Plus. Simpleton Spice. Nice view from up here as well. Lots of windmills. If you go along here, there's a very important NPC.
Shush, you idiot. Stay quiet. I'm on the run. Don't give me away. You're a fugitive too, eh? Yeah? Why else would you be here? It's got death written all over it. You want to climb down here? I can lend you a ladder. But, how much can you offer me? Why, yep, I'm trying to help you, you know. Have you no gratitude? Downright rude, really. I've got a soft heart, so I let you off this once. All right.
2,000 souls for the benefit of a ladder.
Just a moment.
It's worth it, actually. If you exhaust this guy's dialogue, he goes back to Medulla and he builds a ladder for you so you can get down towards where the Rat Covenant is. I forget the name of the area. but lets you get down the pit in Majula.
Ah, go on ahead. I won't offer this deal twice. Oh, what is it? What do you need now? Huh?
What a prostration gesture is. He sells a few things. Whip. The thief set if you happen to want it. And a few other items. Yeah, I don't get this. You can buy a miniature of a ladder for just shy of 6,500 souls.
Apparently, there's this monster lady, right? And the poison, well, does wonders for her body. You know, the health and beauty and that sort of stuff. And I thought only human women were so petty.
So there's your hint for the boss fight.
That creature, she was human once, you know? Yeah. In fact, she was wed to the prince of that nearby castle. But her husband? He had feelings for another. The princess was desperate and sought eternal beauty. Hoping that it would restore the prince's affection. You see what I mean? Before long, the princess's ire transformed her into a monster. Now, listen here. When do you think this all happened? Long ago, when this very land was called
Lord
something
Drangleic?
else. We say Drangleic now, but countless kingdoms have risen and fallen on this very spot. And this won't be the last. Oh no. That damned hag just can't let her old flame go. She's going to get us all burnt. God almighty. I'm not going to die in this dump. God. Find it.
Yes, that's the biggest dialogue clue we've had so far, that Drangleic could be Lord Dran. And I mean, to be honest, with the construction of the place, I kind of think this might actually be Sen's fortress. Just the fact you've got kind of mountains to the back of it. When you actually beat the level, when you beat the boss, you go up in an elevator and you come up against a massive keep, which would then go like Sen's fortress down or Londo. I don't really know. I still haven't finished the game, so I don't know the full plot line yet. So, and don't spoil it for me. I've had people trying to spoil it for me on YouTube and on the forums and that. So don't. I want to encounter the story for myself. I mean, if I wanted the story, I could read it. I've got the strategy guide, and that has a big bit about the lore in it. But I don't want it spoiled. I want to kind of experience it for myself. Right, okay, so going out through here will take you to Pate. Yes, that creepy bastard that is Pate. I don't know what to do with this. There must be a switch or something which moves that. But not one that I've spotted. Look at these fucking poison pots that I can't destroy with me arrows. Yeah, I was thinking at this point they might have had like accumulative damage, but no, they don't. This is another one of those magic staff holding bastards. And the Drangleic shield doesn't have much magic defense on it, and they do a lot of magic damage. So I don't like fighting them for that particular reason. There we go. Mild-mannered pace.
Well, we meet again. There's treasure this way, but I have a bad feeling about it. I don't quite have the guts myself. Well, we meet again. There's treasure. I don't quite have.
So he doesn't get any more dialogue till you actually get the treasure. Oh, what do you know? This door does not open from this side. So you have to work your way up here where the fucking magic staff wheel bastard is. That shield is devastating at close quarters. He does far too much damage. But again, he's kind of relatively weak to lightning, so I can just chip away at him with a Hail Blade sword. The problem is trying to catch him when he's got his shield down. Oh yeah, and he can Estus as well, which is really fucking annoying. Do the Silverback shield, which I need to actually look at. It might be better than the Dragon Lake shield, I don't know. Yeah, let him poison himself to get to me. Although he just ends in a swordy death. I still don't know what the significance of that spinner is. It's probably got something to do with that wooden floor that's down there that says lower. A raise or what have you. Oh, another magic staff wheel and bastard. And a couple of pyromancers. This is always a fun fight in here. As usual, standard rules apply if you play it on your own. Take one of them with you. The Hexagon did a fair bit of damage. I was trying to get him to poison himself. It would appear that not all these urns are poison. I don't know what it is, but as soon as I do commentary, my cat is desperate for attention. It's like, you're not paying attention to me, look at me. Fool. These things aren't so hard. Take a couple of hits. They can do some severe pyromancy damage. Yeah, there's a trap. That chest is trapped. Yeah, you see, when everyone says like the booby trapped, I always think they're mimics, which is why I was trying the Lloyd's Talisman. And I just had the look of a hidden door better. But as usual, oh, you see the poison, roll out of the way, boom, you're safe. Item in the chest. That's Pharos' Lockstone. I don't make a habit of using Lloyd's Talisman, so that's why I took that out there. Who else but Quagmire? Yeah, it turns out you can't get across this way. Much as I tried. Being slightly foolish here. I don't think he would have noticed this actually until I got closer to him. So I did read today in exciting non-Dark Souls related news that Sony have just confirmed that they're doing a PS4 version of The Last of Us, that is probably going to convince me to actually get a PS4. So if you've been following me for a while, you'll see on my channel that I love The Last of Us. I've done a complete playthrough of it and its DLC. I don't buy DLC, so the fact that I bought it for it indicates how much I love the game. And they're doing like a remastered 1080p. Oh, it's going to be bliss. And don't worry, when I get a PS4, there will be content as well. I'll have to buy a new capture card for it. But hey ho, whatever's necessary to get you guys some great content. Brackets end American. Yeah, I kind of figured there might be like a switch or something there. I don't know. I still need to do Pate's quest at this point. Which is... I don't know why I went back up here. You doing, you fool? You edit these videos better, I think. Come on, I've already established that I can't do that. Oh, I'm so tired. I haven't slept in like 2 days. Every time I lie flat, I have like a major coughing fit. This happens I had a cold over the weekend, which is what stopped us doing, well, any videos. Didn't do any gameplay videos or anything over the weekend. And obviously I couldn't do commentary because of the cold. But now, like, if I lie flat, I have the most horrendous coughing fits.
Well,
and I literally haven't slept since it's Wednesday evening now. I haven't slept properly. I haven't slept at all since kind of Monday night. I'm so tired. Which is why I decided to do commentary this time rather than actually do any more levels. Yeah, my voice is going weird because I'm tired. Hopefully in the next couple of days I'll be over this and I can get more content. So I'm just doing this video on the boss for this area tonight, just so I've got something to upload. That's the kind of pyromancy these guys have got. I think, is that flame swathe? Someone mentioned that might be flame swathe. I don't know. Again, I'm not a pyromancer. I don't even have any attunement slots, so I don't know what does what. I don't know how to get that item. But this is the one that Pate's interested in. There's a chest there. There's a room with Pate in it.
well, there's treasure. I don't quite have the...
You actually get the treasure before Pate will speak to you. Great heavy soul hour if you're interested. And then we get some more dialogue from Pate. Now, if I want to, I could drop down there and get that, and then work my way back up to Pate.
Well,
Since I've cleared out the level, it wouldn't
good
be
to
too
see
hard.
that you survived. Perhaps you're more rugged than I thought. In any case, the treasure is
Rugged?
yours, since you went ahead, took the leap. I prefer a more cautious approach. It's hard to know who to even trust these days. For instance, I've heard that a man is out for my life. Now, what misunderstanding could have ever led to that? The poor bloke must have
This is
quite
Pate
an
and Crane.
imagination. You be careful too, my friend, for trust can be a dangerous thing. You be careful too.
And that's in his dialogue, and he'll move on to his next area, which I have no idea where I'll find him next. But where was that? 'Cause I did not know where that shield came from. It's just the physics acting up. So now we can progress with the level. Which means stop at a bonfire and recharge everything. Oh yeah, trap there. You're not being careful. Those guys are so fast. The mannequins, they're called. Yeah, they're so fucking fast. You just have to be on your toes, shield up all the time. Really bugging me that item that I never went for it. And at this point, I'd forgotten about the bonfire. God knows why. This is the kind of progress to get to the end of the area. Now I decide to go look for the bonfire. Apparently that's a secret door through there as well at the end, which I've only just realised when looking back through the instruction guide. So this way takes you to where I shot that guy with the arrows. There's a chest in there, but I have no idea how to get to it. Yep, I stand around here confused for a little bit, just trying to work out where I need to be. And then remember that there's a bonfire fog down here. I was really playing like shit on this particular evening, wasn't it? Literally that's all that's here is a bonfire. But it's useful. Just ignored him. However, I don't want any sneak attacks, so dealing with these guys is a must. I'm gonna hit him 5 times in the back and I didn't even get the backstab. I know there's a trap there now, so I'm avoiding that. And he's gone. But he must be a brute. I need to find Gavlan wherever he appears next and sell all my shit to him. So down that corridor up there where you can see there's a guy there. Behind him, that's where the boss fog is. So my bright spark idea is if I can see them, I must be able to shoot them from here. So if I fire above them, I hit behind them. However, oh no! Hitboxing. Can't snipe them from here. It's really fucking annoying. Really fucking annoying. So you've got to go and fight them. Of course, first means fighting these two. So let's cheese them with arrows. And she's managed to poison herself. Which does me the world of good. Oh, it was a mistake to do all this talking with throat, it's so sore. I can't miss it. Go. One combo and an extra hit and he's down. I take any chances with those guys, they're not impossible, they're just so dangerous. Because they're really fast, they're one of those enemies that can heal themselves. Just don't want to take any chances. And of course, what have I got to deal with now? 2 of the bastards. However, my help. A summon sign, the first one I've seen in this level. Oh yeah, these guys don't de-aggro for a long time. They will just hunt you down. But I have Black Phantom coming in with us. Things out. See, my idea was I wanted to separate them. I don't want to take on two at once. That's my Phantom. Ooh, and we go for a critical hit. And he's out of there. God knows why he's power stancing. So if you go up to this path that lit path there, that takes you above the boss room, and there is a Black Phantom with Half Moon sickles up there. He's a tough bastard, but he's worth fighting. There's a hidden bonfire above as well. But right now we're going to end this video here because obviously the next one is going to be the boss fight. As me and my Phantom buddy head in there and we take on, I think it's just Mithra. So thank you for watching, thank you for putting up with my horrible voice. If you like what I'm doing, please subscribe, as the thing says, hit the button below the video, and good night.